How long you been together?
2 years.
If she gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody, would you take it?
No, sir. You might get one pass, but at the end of the day, you want one wife. And this is the wife I want.
Oh,
so no.
That's cute. I like that.
What about you if he gave you one?
Next 2 years.
If you gave me a guilt treat pass, I would take it.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
Who would you take it with?
Drake.
Lindy Waters III.
Oh God.
Don't even know who that is. That's our problem. Oh no. That's our
Who else?
Barry Sanders. I'm in love with him.
It's like
what do you think?
She doesn't know anything about
Those men
Barry
have
Sanders.
over your man.
Get the fuck out of here.
They're professional athletes.
That's crazy. Hey.
Black or white?
One is Native American and one's black.
But do you think that any of those guys would go for you?
Junior would.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
At the end of the day, it's whatever.
Oh no.
Whatever. At the end of the day, I don't care.
Poor thing.
Okay. I'm so happy that the ladies that
Hey, for the guys watching, notice how they all laughed at this dude and feel sorry for it.
Yes.
For the guys
That
watching.
was like an uncomfortable laugh.
Yeah.
That's like
And like our heart went out.
baby.
Fine.
Like that. No.
No, I mean, we agree with you. That's what I'm saying.
Like that's the type of man that we all want.
By the way,
Yeah.
by the way,
Exactly.
they're talking.
He's such a secure man, isn't he? He's so secure in himself.
Well,
That's crazy.
that's fucked up. He didn't know what else to say. He was like, "That's crazy." It was like, I felt
like,
bad
Because he wasn't aware, because he just assumed instead of actually like looking at statistics and figuring this out. By the way, Lindy Waters is, I believe he's a small forward or shooting guard for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Does he even start?
You know, it doesn't matter. The point,
Yeah,
the
I don't know who that
the
is.
point is that it doesn't matter.
Those are some
the point
very
is
specific.
I'm ready to go.
Here's the reason. The reason why I'm bringing this up. Why did she know he was going to hit on her? Hillary, why did she know he would hit on her? Why?
Well,
because he
slid in the DMs.
He already
Probably.
slid in her DMs, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Backup power forwards will slide in the average girl's
slid
DMs.
in whose DMs first?
Oh, it doesn't. You're right, but the fact is, he answered, or he slid in her DMs.
She definitely did it to him because she knew those two off the bat, and Brady never answered her.
I
And
guarantee
she's
you,
like, Junior likes
I
me.
guarantee you, Barry Sanders did not message her.
She's
I
like, you
guarantee he's like 60.
22-year-old young girl. No.
Yeah, but
Well, the character of a person matters because you can have someone as beautiful
She's easy.
as possible. I know you're gonna have like a Victoria's Secret model that has a character better than her. That would be like that would say the same thing as the man. I want to be with my husband.
So you guys
right?
also understand. There's a couple of problems here. Number one, that she said that, and he said he wouldn't be with anyone else. And number two, she embarrassed him on camera.
Right.
Do you guys see the problem? Does anyone disagree with this?
And you did catch the part about the Plan B thing that we just
No,
got
I
into.
did. I said Plan B, like the day after pill.
Yeah.
No, I mean like having a backup dude.
Oh, never mind.
But in a relationship of
Same
2 years, like that kind of changes. I was thinking like dating casually, like all right, yeah, I definitely have
Yeah.
backups, but like a 2-year relationship.
And she could have told him off camera, like, "Hey, babe," or something like private. I mean, I'm all for
I'm willing
honesty.
to bet he still stayed with her.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Of course it is, because
He's 22. That's why.
Again. Well, no. It's one of these situations where it's like men are not equipped to deal with the women today. They're just not equipped. They do not have the technology or the information to deal with it. That's why this space is blown up so much. For sure, there's no bigger thing in YouTube that grew faster than this whole manosphere space.
That's
the reason why.
Hire you.
Thank
so
you.
they
I
can
appreciate
figure
that.
out.
Since you mentioned it, MOAmentoring.com. MOAmentoring.com.
The rational male. I want to find available that on dude Amazon. and get him in MOA.
Yes.
I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this in the chat. I got to address this. This men are more loyal. No, they're more optionless.
Yeah, that's a
basically
good
what it
way of
is.
putting it. Yeah, it's a great way of putting
seriously,
it.
they are way more optionless, and that's the reason why, like we were saying, we're joking around. Is he probably would stay with her? Yeah, because he's 22, she's 26. She has some very specific, like she knew exactly
she's
who it
older
was.
too?
Yeah, she was 26 and he was 22.
Yeah, and the other thing is she's also further along. She's been approached by more people, and she's more experienced than he is. He is not equipped to, just like antibiotics allows us to deal with certain bacteria or whatever. We're equipped to. It's a new technology. There's a new technology for these guys, and that is they need to understand what red flags are and how evolutionary psychology works. And if they don't understand those things, and they end up like this guy, where they're lost. They're
we're
that's
just
crazy.
talking with Samuel. Like we were just talking a minute ago. You're 23, and you're looking for guys who are like at most 10 years.
At most 12.
At most 12. Okay, so advanced in age. Yes, they're not quite to the AARP card yet. And why is that? because that guy has more options, because he has more accomplishments, because he has more money, because he's more. Why would he be more attractive to you than a 22-year-old kid who's like, that's crazy?
I just think in my experience, the level that I've been able to connect with older guys is different. I think when they're younger, they're like how we've all said, they're still developing, they're still maturing, they're still achieving, they're still going somewhere, doing something.
Building.
Yeah. But now that we're talking about it, even guys that I've dated that are older, they still don't have it all the way together. Yeah. They're still loose, slow, you know, all over the place, not emotionally mature, all those things that a woman really craves to take someone seriously. So I stand corrected, I guess.
Well, I'm going to say stand corrected, but like, for instance, a kid that's 22 years old, just, you know, just kind of going along to get along, like that's obviously that guy's not going to be somebody that you would be attracted to, because it's not, is it necessarily a lack of confidence, or is it the fact that he simply would take something like this?
Both, I think. I think when I think about older, I think about leadership also, like someone who kind of like has an alpha persona, not specifically like an alpha male, but like has alpha tendencies, and he's not giving alpha.
Well, it's not only that, it's like now he's more invested in the relationship, and she probably is less invested, because whether or not she realizes it consciously, she just embarrassed her man.
Right.
She's mentally he's mentally available,
and he stayed and he hung in the pocket the whole time.
But some guys like that.
Hillary,
I'm going to say, but I'm saying I feel like she probably, after that whole conversation, is also probably less attractive.
Hillary, do you think you could mold this kid into something 100%.
Better? He's mentally available for me right now.
Exactly.
That's it. I'm 26. You're 22, honey. Trust me, I can definitely mold
fix
you.
this.
I can fix
I can
this.
fix it.
And if I'm going to cheat on you, it's going to be with a starting small forward, not the backup small forward.
And then I'll mold you, and then anyway.
It's not Lindy Waters III. It's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's who I'm going to cheat on you with. At least he's first team All NBA. All right, got it.
Here we go.
Men actually get pleasure from pissing you off and annoying you. And I'm not making this up. There's a study between men and women that shows that men are reinforced by seeing an angry face on someone else. As long as that face doesn't last for too long, they perceive it as a reward and not a threat. Subconsciously, they are doing these things on purpose to get that angry face out of you.
Yeah,
next time he's annoying you, just smile and see what happens.
Insanity.
Like, this is, she's describing.
This has to be a skit. There's no way this is real.
No, it's not. I've had so many men.
They want that reaction.
They the reaction.
Yeah, that's like a narcissist.
I don't disagree that sometimes men do this. It's 100x more women doing this. We literally call it a shit test. Women are constantly shit testing men in these relationships. It's not men nagging women at the end of the day. It's the other way around. This is nonsense. This idea that women aren't deliberately, if you're talking about which person in the relationship is deliberately picking fights, you think it's men?
Yeah.
No, nonsense.
I disagree. I think it's definitely the woman.
I think it's women.
Yeah. Thank you. It's definitely women.
Only because I know me and I know half my other friends.
You're testing where you are in the relationship and you want validation, so you fight. That's she's describing women, and she's saying, acting like this is men doing this.
I've experienced men doing it, not all men, but I have experienced it. To me, it's like
I've never experienced any woman not doing it. That's the difference. What were you going to say?
I want to see this. I want to see the study that she's talking about, because it doesn't exist.
I feel like when you smile and actually like don't react, it's like worse.
For who? For the woman or the man?
Kill him with kindness.
Yeah, men don't like
Like
that.
everything about this video is 100% backwards from everything I've ever read.
It's so insane.
And I'll tell you why, because like I have seen the studies where women have actually gotten pleasure from the misery of their boyfriends or their husbands, because it brings them, because again, it's more like a mate guarding like technique for women in this case. It's like the extra scoop of rice.
Yes.
Right? You gotta make the guy a little bit fatter so other women won't look at him, and you can keep him in a.
That's molding the guy.
There's molding once again, so there's that, and then there's also like dozens of studies about whether or not men are more attractive when they have kind of like that stoic face instead of smiling, and the smiling face always is less attractive than the guy who just seems determined.
Depends on if they have veneers or not.
Right? It doesn't have to be a scowl, but I'm just saying it just has to be expressionless. An expressionless guy has been proven to be more attractive. I've done so many shows where we've discussed this.
Let me ask you something, ladies. Have you ever been in a relationship and you looked at your man and he was so good looking that maybe you were a little worried when he went out without you? Anybody?
100%.
Yes, that's happened?
Guido.
Has that ever happened to you? I'm like literally looking at you because I'm not stupid.
I only go for Guido.
No, I'm not insecure. I get turned on.
Okay, you get turned on?
I get turned on.
I like medium ugly guys.
Have you ever when they're really attractive, do you have sort of a complex about that?
No, because I think I'm also very attractive.
Right. So my point is, but you like medium ugly guys. Generally, when women say they like medium ugly guys, it's because they're easier to deal with.
No, I'm just saying, like, in my experience, I don't really worry about my guy going out.
Okay, cool.
Because there's no point to be in like a relationship if
Of
you're
course.
like worried. You know what I'm saying?
Trust
Thank you.
issues, double
I
standard,
feel like
right?
in my 20s, like early 20s, definitely I was like a psychopath if they went out without me. But where now,
I can only imagine.
I encourage it because I also want to have freedom.
Okay.
So I'm like, this is a two-way path. Like,
It's double
you have
standard.
freedom, and I will have
One more
freedom.
time. These women who are complaining about men not wanting monogamy with older women, the women don't want it either. Listen, they don't want it either. All right, Sammy, what do you think? Do you ever got jealous because your man had just too much of a six pack and his arms were bulging a little too much out of the t-shirt?
No, I never dated a guy like that either. So
Okay, got it. It's just an interesting concept.
I find it to be, I want women to look at my man. I wanna watch a woman suck my man's.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Now you can go. Please deliver the line.
No, really, you know what it is? I want to see my man pleasure another woman. That turns.
Chair in the hotel room. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like sitting there smoking my long cigarette, like, oh yeah,
Like Cruella de Vil.
right? I love it. You know what it is? It's like I'm like all one love. I'm like, yeah, baby, pleasure
That's
her.
nasty.
Like, I think there's something hot about it. A lot of people would say it's sick and twisted. I love it, and then I'm like, well, I gotta make you come though. So it's like that's the end part. That's like the power
But
part.
when you know your man can't get better than you, that's why. Because you're like.
But my men are hot. Ask Michael. Michael knows I date good-looking
I know,
men.
but you are so beautiful.
Aw,
so
thank
it's
you.
Like, can
Thank-
men get better than you? That's why you're like, okay, baby, double.
But it turns me
I'm
on.
the best.
But I get turned on though, like, and then I get so wet and so like, oh, I'm ready. Like, oh yeah, like I like
Okay.
pleasure.
Can you go back to the mic and do that? Oh.
Yes. Oh yes.
Oh, I love
I'm
it.
territorial for that shit.
No, she's not.
I will say this. Let me
Only paid.
Let me see if I can balance this out a little bit, because
Remember the 7 mil?
what she was saying in that God damn it, what she was saying in that video, like some guys, like very possessive, insecure guys will do something like that. They'll try to like make you cry. They'll try to like make you like feel bad. Like maybe you know this, because I do follow you on Instagram. But no, try to make you like. And once they get that sort of like that negative rise out of you, then it's like, oh, it's okay now. It's almost like it's almost like a mate guarding. It's like a mate guarding.
Control thing.
Yeah, for guys who don't know how to do. If they can't do it via like good performance, they'll try to bring you down as a form
That's why
of
they
possessiveness.
need to take Michael's coaching.
Or maybe as
Thank you,
women.
Kirsten.
I'm gonna get you an affiliate link.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Kirsten, we'll get you paid. We'll
We will
get
get
you
you
paid.
paid.